We are live according to the TV.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys
Hello,
today?
everybody.
Hello, Lori. Hello,
We have
Stephen
Lori, we have
Oki
Steve
and
from Desert
Carol.
Arizona, Desert Adventures in Arizona. Hi, Steve. We have Carol. Welcome, welcome. Should we expect to see you back in Arizona? Yes.
Probably not to November, though, because we're going to go on a little
Mid-November,
trip.
late November, around Thanksgiving-ish.
Hello, Miss Melanie.
Hi,
How are
Mel. How are
you?
you? Welcome. Glad you could come by. It was a nice visit we had with you yesterday.
Yeah, Mel came to visit us yesterday, so it was nice.
Yep. It's always
So,
nice.
yeah, we had the open house today, and the real estate agent said a lot of people came through, and he hopes to have one or two more offers by tomorrow. So we don't know anything yet, but tomorrow will be the day to decide. Hello, Peter. How are you
Hey,
today?
Peter. How are you? Steve, hello. I just answered your question. Yes, we should be in Arizona. Our plan is sometime around mid to late November, around Thanksgiving-ish, sometime like that. We're going to leave here around September 15th, if it works out, and we're going to go to the Michigan meet,
M23.
the M23 in Michigan, and then head out over towards the West Coast and just kind of meander for 6 weeks and end up in your neck of the woods.
Your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Hello, Lorna. How are you today?
And howdy, Wayne. Hello, Lorna.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. One of our most dedicated fans. Lorna, she watches everything. We really appreciate her being there for us. We appreciate all of you for being there for
That's
us.
so
Amazing.
true.
So yeah, we had two open houses. We had one on Saturday, but Saturday here was horrible. It was pouring most of the day, raining all day, pouring a good part of the day, and with big gust warnings. We were sitting outside an ice cream store over here in Westport, and boy, I'll tell you, the wind came through there. It must have been doing 50, 60 miles an hour. Yesterday. So yesterday, what he said, 5 people in an hour came through. Today, though, it was steady for the whole hour, so they got a bunch of people. So altogether, we've had, just off the top of my head, somewhere around 30 to 35 different people look at the house already, which is pretty cool. And we've been offered above the asking price so far, and I don't know. We have to make a decision by tomorrow. If there's a couple of people that we're waiting for them to also,
Put an offer in.
put an offer in, and let us know what they think. And if we don't hear nothing by, Monday at 5 o'clock, so we have to make a decision because these people who offered us more want to be in by May 5th or maybe May 15th or somewhere in there. So we have about 5 or 6 weeks. We have about 4 to 6 weeks after that. We could go 2 months, but we want to try to get it done and get it over with. That way we can relax and
I
hunker
want
down,
2 months.
hunker down.
He wants to get it done sooner.
No, I
so.
mean, we both do. We both want to get this done.
Well, I want 2 months though, because got a lot of work to do. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see. I think we can
Depends
do
on
it.
what they want, if they want to do it or not.
I think
And yes, Carol, we can see your text for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I don't. If we don't get to see you on the way out, do we go by North Carolina?
No, we're not going to see you on the way out, Carol.
Probably on the way home. We'll come.
No, we're going to
come
go
back
right
in.
along up there. We're going to take I-90 all the way up the north part of the United States, all the way out to Washington area.
So we'll come back and see you on the way home in May.
Yes.
April. Into April or so. We'll come by and visit you then.
We're going to leave the Yuma, Arizona, Texas area, wherever we are at that point, and start meandering home around April 1st. And I'll be starting work back at where I work now or somewhere around here, up here in next summer by, for May, June, July, August, and September again.
Steve, yes, we were offered 3,000 over asking because they offered us asking price, and then we asked them to wait till after the open house. And when we did that, they added $3,000 more to the price, and then so we've got till tomorrow. Basically, our deadline is tomorrow with the people that we've already put an offer in. But with the open house yesterday, there was one man that was supposedly very interested. And then today there were one or two people that were very interested. So we're hoping for a little bidding war.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we got to wait and see.
Squeeze a little,
right.
A few more thousand out of them. We'll see. I don't know. But we're going to try to make a decision by, tomorrow night. It's people who are willing to pay over the asking price. It's kind of like you should get while they get it. Good. Because we've had literally 30 to 35 people walk through this house. So it's not like we haven't had a lot of attention. We have.
We have.
Yeah. And like Sue said, you know, if we can, if you know, if we can do it in 6 weeks, we'll try. We probably can without really busting our butt. And if we, but in a month, there's no way. And but if we could do it in 6 weeks, it'd be sweet because then we'd be done by the time it got hot around here. We wouldn't be trying to work when it's 90 degrees. We could be all hunkered down, be out of here, get settled in at my dad's, and then when it got hot, we can kind of just take a breather because we both been just going, just you know,
I'm
crazy.
tired.
Yeah, so I mean, I really don't feel like doing all of this when it's 80 and 90 degrees. So the earlier we can get it done, the better. I know we can't do it in a month, and if we had to, we could, but I don't want to go there. I'm saying in 6 weeks, if we work steady and work hard and get a couple of young people to help us here and there, we can do it in 6 weeks. You know, but it all depends on what these people want. These people want to be in by May 5th. So if it's going to blow the deal, then we're just going to bust our butt and do it. That's all we can say. But we'll see what happens. You know.
Yes, Lorna, it is a very hard decision to make. Do we wait on it? Do we wait to see if we get a better offer? Do we accept the one we have?
Yeah.
There's too many what ifs. It's like, what do we do?
If you're offered over the asking price and you've had all those people walk through here, then I think we should grab it while the grab. That's what I think, because,
Right.
You know, get the money and get out of here and get our life started in a different direction. And I'm not looking forward to doing any of this if it's 80 and 90 degrees out. I want to do this when it's like 60 and 70. And then, let's see, we're in April, May, June. So by June, it starts getting to be 80, 85. And by July, it's 90. And I don't want to be there. By then, I want to be able to just go to work, come home, and, you know, chill out for a little bit.
Hello, Lonnie. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey,
We had a nice talk with Lonnie today. She is going to be doing a big trip. She's going to be heading out from California. She's going to Illinois to pick up her daughter. And then from there, she's going to head to Maine. And then from Maine, first Deerfield, which is where her family's from. And then she's going to go.
Her family founded there.
Her family founded Deerfield. And then from there, she's going to go out to Maine. And then she's going to come by and visit us. So we're really excited about that.
She's going to go to the Heritage Museum because it's a
Harvest Host.
A Harvest Host place.
Yeah, we did a
it's a really nice place.
Yeah, we did a video on that, and it's a very, very nice
Very
place.
nice place. She's really
so
gonna like
we're gonna enjoy that. Yeah.
And then from there, we're gonna meet up with her and spend a day or a night or 2 days or whatever she wants to be around. She'll probably be able to go right where we are at that point if we're not here, which will be at my dad's. There's plenty of room, and I'm almost guaranteeing my dad will say, sure, it's fine, So and you can even get to meet Merton Senior.
That's right, Martin Senior.
So.
Carol said she's got us a water and a light hookup for y'all when we come in May or April. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
We look forward to that.
Yeah.
And the weather in May, in late May, it should be really nice. I mean, probably, 60s to 70s, depending on the
it's
year.
It's about 70, 75 every day around then. And the nights will go down to like 55, 60ish.
May 29th. Oh, so you'll be here for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's just very, very nice. Very, very doable. It's actually one of the best times of year, really, right? When it starts getting hot around here in the summer, it's really hot because it's so humid. It can be like, 90 degrees out with literally 90% humidity. It's a big difference in 90 degrees in the desert where the air's so dry.
And the humidity,
it just stifles you, drains the life right out of you.
Right.
It's crazy. Right. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to be doing any of this kind of stuff during that. Neither does Sue. No. So if we can get that done before any of the heat, and they're all saying it's going to be an early spring. And early spring around here means an early summer too.
Right.
And when the summer hits here, it could be terrible. Last year we had multiple 90-degree days. We had a ton of them. It was horrible.
Steve says that they remember what it's like to sell a place. It's exhausting. It is exhausting.
Oh my God, we are so
I'm tired already.
Wiped out.
And we haven't even started that process of that whole entire packing situation. So yeah, I'm already tired.
We're very tired. We each are worried about this, worried about that, worried about this. Not worried, but wondering. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Not that we're worried, but just wondering and all this kind of stuff. We get a little irritable with each other, and we get irritable with the world and everything. But you know what? In the end, it'll all pan out, and we'll be much happier for it, and it'll all be in the rear view mirror. And like I said, I can't wait to get into the rig at my dad's and just go to work and come home and do nothing. The same as Sue,
Hello, Tommy. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us. Tommy's working and lurking. That rhymes. I don't know if you know it.
Poet don't know
Poet and don't know it.
it. No.
Working and lurking. Hopefully you're not working too hard though. Hopefully you're doing something fun and working on your camper, not actually working.
So yeah, Steve, we're totally looking forward to seeing you guys down there again. That's for sure. I've been doing some investigating. There's a lot of BLM land around there too.
It's a beautiful
It's
area.
a beautiful
for sure.
area, man. Beautiful area. In November, in mid-November, there, Steve. What's the general temperature? I mean, are we still in the 80s and 90s there at that time of year? Just curious.
You see what Carol wrote?
No, I didn't. Yeah, right.
Not Merton getting grouchy. What?
Not grouchy. We just get like irritable because there's so much on our minds. We just got our minds hustle. I mean, our minds are just in every different direction. Now, I'm trying to straighten out my 401k, so we got that going on. I just had to deal with Social Security. We lost Sweet Pea. We're selling our house. I've changed jobs. It's been. I mean, they say life's full of change, but man, there's been a lot of change around this joint in the last. I don't know. Ever since I started watching YouTube, stuff's been changing. Really, ever since we joined YouTube. I mean, to be honest with you, me and Sue would have never thought about ever camping until we started watching like Tom and Lori, RV Life, and Traveling Robert. And in the early days, I started watching Steve on Desert Adventures in Arizona and Grand Adventure and all those people. And it just one thing led to another, and we bought a camper to go camping around here. And then next thing you know, we were in Quartzsite, meeting. Of all people, like Dave, like whoa, it's like I was floored when I met Dave. I was just like I don't know, almost shell shocked or something. I don't know. I never even pulled my GoPro out. Almost turned her whole meat. It's crazy.
So I did better. I did lots of interviews during Steve's meetup at the Ironwood Forest, but when we were at Quartzsite, we were like just all so spellbound by meeting everybody that we kind of didn't even interview anybody. We didn't even, as he said, take the GoPro. We brought it with us every day, but we never took it out. So yeah, it's crazy. So Carol, thank you so much for praying for us. It's
we could use every bit of prayer. If you all pray, we could just include us because we're going to need it in the next.
One lady I know said that God says you're allowed to ask for abundance. So she's been praying for abundance. So I told Carol to pray for abundance because I want an abundant price for my house.
Yeah, right.
The more abundant the price, the better off we'll be for our retirement. So
it'd be nice.
That's what I've been praying for and having she said she would pray for, and Carol's been praying for. So yeah. Abundance.
Steve said it's cooling off there in November.
So what is cooling off, Steve, to you? Cooling off could be 90 to Steve.
No.
He's used to 100. So what does cooling off mean,
no,
Steve?
Probably I would say 75 or 80, right? I'm not sure. But, yeah, the idea of cooling off in the desert and to us cooling off here, it gets down to 27. That's cooling off.
Or 60 to 70.
Cooling off. After the summer, yeah.
Right. So Steve's cooling off, like I said, it could be 90.
That's the thing here. Like New England's, let's put it straight up. New England sucks in the winter. Okay. It has, in my opinion, early fall is okay, but late fall, early spring is great time of year. Late spring, you start getting rain and heat. And then around here, June, July, and August, it's just humid, absolutely humid. So, but then
it's
again,
81 degrees there right now, so it's probably pretty nice right now.
Where?
At Steve's, it's 81.
Oh, wow.
He's running the evaporative cooler on solar today.
Oh, wow.
So what is that, like an air conditioner, a solar-powered air conditioner kind of thing? Is that what that is?
No, it's like what.
Oh, the swamp cool like Sandy used to have?
The swamp cool, yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's pushing buttons.
No, I didn't. That's a YouTube telling us that we are now live.
Oh, okay. The
YouTube is telling us that we are now live. How's that? It says Merton and Sue now live on your channel. The pressure is on. That's what I titled it today. Was the pressure is on, because the pressure is on for us.
Right? The pressure is on to decide tomorrow. We have to have a deadline. Why do they have to give us deadlines?
There's always a deadline.
Maybe we should push it off to next week and see if they'll add another 3,000.
Right.
Wonder if it'll work.
I don't know. Not the place to play poker, that's for sure.
Right.
You know, a little bit maybe, but
And Steve, we're sorry. He just noticed that you had a premiere, and we're so sorry we missed that. It's been a crazy day. We got up and rushed around to get the house neatened up, and ran out of the house and got back and made lunch. Basically, ate lunch, and guess what? It's 5 o'clock. So I don't know where the day is going, but sorry we missed you.
we don't watch TV, Carol, at all anymore. We actually
No,
can't.
We canceled our
We
cable.
canceled our cable, and at night either I edit or I watch people's YouTube videos, and Sue goes on people's lives and watches YouTube videos. So literally,
Basically, YouTube.
this is. I don't think I'm lying to you at all when I say this. Sue, that's not true, but I haven't watched any TV at all
in a long time.
in probably a year and a half, damn near a year and a half at all, nothing except YouTube on the computer, and I have YouTube on my TV. So yeah,
Right.
that's all I watch, and all I watch is well, now I have so many friends that I wish I could watch everybody, but I can't. So I just try to bounce around, and try to tag everybody at least within a couple weeks. And it's hard to do because I don't have a lot of time. So I'm only doing that in the afternoons and at night after I'm editing or working on the rig or whatever. So I'm kind of looking forward to retiring so I can really concentrate on our channel and maybe step it up a bit, We'll
Steve,
see.
76 sounds wonderful.
76 sounds awesome.
40s at night. That sounds good.
That sounds
That's our
like
kind of temperature.
perfect.
I don't like the heat. I don't like the cold, but I don't like the heat.
Yeah, I don't
so
like
I
the
like
cold
the right
at all.
in between.
I can take the
So-
heat, but I don't like it. But I don't like the cold. I used to be able to work in the cold. Now, my fingers freeze up, and I can't work bolts. I can't work a wrench. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like I know what I want to do, but my fingers won't bend. It's crazy. And I've been all freaked out. I got this sore spot on my head here, so I'm thinking I got head cancer or whatever. So I'm freaking out, and it's still there. It's got-
Melanie ought to come anytime now.
I've been telling Sue, look at it, and what it is actually I found out is I don't know, it's like a little insect bite. It's been there for a couple of days or something.
I think it hurts more because he keeps touching it
Yeah,
constantly.
does it still hurt? Does it still hurt? Hell yeah, it hurts. Stop pushing on it. Isn't it crazy how we do that to ourselves? Does it still hurt? Yeah, it hurts. Hurts if you touch it. Don't touch it.
Carol, is it nice there today? You got your kitchen window open? I bet it's pretty getting warm over your way. It was pretty nice here. I think it went up to 55 today. It was pretty nice when we went out yesterday. It was terrible. It was raining all day. It was
Miserable.
windy and pouring. It was terrible.
Really, we had
Um,
60, 70 mile an hour winds here.
It
I
was
swear.
not a nice day for open house yesterday. So,
The rain was going sideways.
but it made up for it today by being really nice
That
and
was
sunny.
nice.
And
Today it got up to 57. It was real windy this morning, but then the wind died down. I was out there messing around with the rig a little while this afternoon. It was very, very comfortable. Very, very nice. Cal's got a kitchen window open. Yeah, the south
A
must
little
be getting
breeze.
nice. South must be
That's
getting
nice
nice
out.
right about now. For sure.
I made a peanut butter pie today,
Oh my God, it's delicious, folks.
which I forgot to tape. I was kind of disappointed. I usually end up baking in my pajamas in the morning, and I went. I'm like, I gotta get dressed so I can go tape this, and I got dressed and started making the pie and forgot to tape it. So he was tasted it. He goes, "This is so good. Too bad you didn't tape it." I'm like, I can't believe I forgot it.
So good.
Next time I make a peanut butter pie, I'll tape it because I totally forgot. But
Peanut
he
butter
really
pie.
enjoyed it. So
I heard it on somebody's YouTube channel, and I stuck my head out. I was in there doing it. I said, Sue, have you ever heard of a peanut butter pie? And I looked up the recipe, or she looked up the recipe, whatever.
yeah.
Sure
I'd never
enough.
heard of it before, so I looked it up, and it's really simple.
Oh,
So
it is, right? It's peanut butter and cream cheese.
peanut butter, cream cheese, confectionery sugar, and you put it into a graham cracker crust, which I made a homemade one because with his gluten free, you can't just use a regular kind. So I made a homemade
Oh, man. It was good.
and some Cool Whip. Did I say Cool Whip?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it was good.
He liked it. So
One of my favorite things on earth, peanut butter of any, peanut butter in candy, peanut butter on bread, peanut butter off the spoon, peanut butter. Seriously,
decided that
I
he
eat
thinks
peanut
he's
butter
gonna-
every single day, like of the just about every single day. I eat some sort of peanut butter, even if it's just off like a tablespoon. So
he thinks
yeah.
he's got an addiction to peanut butter now.
Oh, I think I definitely have an addiction to peanut butter. That and
Yeah.
chocolate.
And I put I cut up Reese's peanut butter cups and put that on the top, and then I tried to melt some chocolate, but that didn't work out so well. I guess I should have done it over a double boiler. Is what I should have done. But I tried. I just did it in the pan real quick. I was trying to hurry before getting ready for the open house, and it came out like this muddy mess. But did it taste good on top?
Oh, it's delicious.
So it still tasted
It doesn't
good.
matter.
You're supposed to
It's
drizzle with
delicious.
chocolate across the top of it. So
I mean, that's to die for. I'd pay for that in a restaurant. Steve wants to know if there was mud tracked through the house yesterday.
no, because we only had 5 people. But somebody came and played with the remote control
played
for
with
one
it?
of our split. What do they call
The splits, the air
conditioner.
conditioner heater.
them? Yeah, the split
They,
units.
when did they hit
for the
all the
heat.
buttons for some reason? I don't
Yeah,
know.
they changed all the buttons. They had totally all kinds of
You
crazy
find
stuff.
weird stuff. You find stuff moves,
know,
or
like
drawers
what?
open, or closets open, or
I mean, I don't mind them looking. They're going to look in the closet because you want
I
to see
would-
what size
I would,
closets. But
if I would.
I don't know. Close the door when you're done.
If you're gonna buy a house, you want to know how much closets.
Somebody was out in the shed today and left that door
They left
open.
the door open, all
so
the shed. And
just odd stuff.
weird. I hope they didn't go down into the rig too. I mean, really?
Oh, I hope not. Might
Maybe-
want to lock that before
Never
we
even thought about that.
Yeah.
huh?
before we take off on.
So my first week of work at my new job is over, and overall I'm pretty happy with it. I am basically going to be the head mechanic, but that's fine. They have so much to work with there, and I actually have an assistant. They have a lift. They have any kind of tool you can imagine. Bearing pullers, seal installers. Like I said, they have a lift. They have a press. They have kits to rebuild hydraulic cylinders. They have the reel grinder. They have all kinds of jacks. They have, you name it, it's there for me to work with. And I have a young man who I'm training because I'm only going to be there for 5 months a year. I'm training him to kind of take over when I leave. And when I come back next year, if I go there next year, I haven't decided that yet. We'll see. I might. And so when I'm there for the 5 months, we'll work, together, and then he can kind of take over for the rest of the year because by the time I leave, they've only got till Thanksgiving, and then golf around here pretty much shuts down. It's too cold.
Hello, Sue. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
Welcome, Sue, and thank you for coming over. We fully appreciate it. I know you haven't been here, but we have a decision to make, Sue, whether or not we want to sell this house tomorrow. Now we got an offer above what we asked, and we had two we had two open houses yesterday and today, and nobody offered any more. So tomorrow by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, we have to decide whether we want to sell the house or not, and we're leaning towards it for sure because the guy offered $3,000 more than the asking price. So you can't ask any better than that, I suppose.
We're hoping, he said that there were like 2 or 3 more people that were interested. So we're hoping that's gonna, create a bidding war. We're hoping.
Yeah, a little
So,
bit, anyways. Another
would
$5
be
grand,
nice.
$10 grand would be nice, but whatever.
I'm only looking for
If,
what,
the,
60
if,
more.
if nobody makes another offer, though, we're pretty much going to go with it. I mean, for the most part, I would say.
How far is Brookfield, Mass, from us?
Brookfield?
That's not too far. Where's that up? We've never been to Brookfield before, so we'll have to look that one up.
I don't know. We're talking about that.
Yeah, I don't think we've been to Brookfield. I want to say that's up near Deerfield. Is it up near Deerfield somewhere?
10 Main Street, Brookfield, Massachusetts. Navigate. It's 93.5 miles from here.
Almost 2 hours away. So it's
Oh.
up. It's up near. Must be up near Deerfield then, because it's 1 hour and 50 minutes. It said, and Deerfield's about 2 hours, so it's probably just up before Deerfield.
I'll tell you exactly where it is.
Yeah, Carol, we'll definitely be praying about it for sure.
It's way up. It's about halfway down the Mass Pike, so it's about halfway across the state.
Oh, there is a Harvest Host Winery. Which one is it? Is it on Westport Vineyards or Secundit Vineyards?
Probably Secundit Vineyards.
One or the other. Cool. That's really
That's
cool.
awesome. That's not far from here either.
No,
That's
either
not-
one's very
that's
close.
From where we'll be, that's only a couple miles. If it's
Both of them either way,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Secundit or Westport are both very close by.
beautiful.
But we're going to talk to his dad anyways. I think his dad won't have an issue. But that's interesting to know that there's a Harvest Host
Yeah,
here in town.
I'm
Nice.
very excited
Nice.
for you to go with your daughter, Lonnie. I know you were wondering if your daughter was going to be able to go, and I'm so glad that she's going to be
Yeah,
able
it's
to.
gonna be
You
very
guys get to
nice.
spend a nice trip together. That's going to be awesome. I'm really happy for you. I hope all your travels are safe.
Common Ground Cider Works Corporation. What town is that in, Lonnie?
Never heard of that one.
No, never heard of that one. Common Ground Cider Works Corp. Unless one of them have changed. Maybe one of them have changed the name. Maybe this Connet one has changed its
It
name.
could be, but they
Common
sold.
Ground instead of a Connet. That kind of even sounds stupid.
They sold out to somebody,
If they did,
you know,
yeah.
recently. So
Why would they change the names? The Connet is that's this
crazy,
Connet
right?
area, so
Crazy.
I don't know. Everybody wants to change the name. Oh, Brookfield. Okay.
Brookfield.
Oh, Brookfield is where you want to stay for overnight. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
93 and a half miles from there.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah.
But everything, you always got to tack on for traffic here. Monty, don't forget, traffic around here is really heavy. Almost no matter where you go these days, it's heavy. I just,
Busy area.
when I'm driving the rig around here, I just stay over to the right, stay out of everybody's way, let all the buffoons do whatever they want to do, and try to avoid them because it's nuts. And you'll find out people around here are,
A little crazy.
yeah,
Bar Harbor. We've never really been to Bar Harbor, have we?
we have not. We haven't
We've
done a whole. The only thing we've done in Maine
We've driven
is,
through
is-
Maine, but
is,
that's about it.
go to
Races.
stock car racing
Yeah.
a few times. You know,
Never really been anywhere.
Speedway up there. We Speedway 95 and Beach Ridge Speedway. We used
Beach
to
Ridge.
go there.
Yeah.
But
Hello, Gary. How are you today? Thanks so much for
hey,
joining
Gary,
us.
thank you for coming.
I
Yeah.
know we've never really
In
gone.
fact, we spent
And
15 years.
Vermont.
We spent 15 years going to the racetracks in all over the place. You know, all over New England. Here, you know, we go outside of New England a little bit. Well, there used to be a lot of tracks. All we did was go to the racetracks. We went by all these places, all these years, da, 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 da. And then finally, when we started going to the races, we went to all these places, you know, that we missed, and stopped spending all of our money and all of our time chasing racing, and went and started, you know, doing travel. And that was before we started YouTube, though.
Gary says he feels like a piece of overcooked bacon. Florida is too hot.
Right?
What's your temperature down there today, Gary? Steve's got a nice, 81? Steve said he was 81.
Yeah, 81 degrees with
81 and dry.
11% humidity.
Yeah, where I'm sure Gary is dealing with humidity
I think,
big time.
well, at Sandy's in the high desert, 11% would be high for her. I don't know about Steve's area, but 11% would be high for her. Her average humidity was like 6.
Sue says she likes bacon, Gary. Does that mean you like the heat too, Sue? Is that what you're trying to say?
I love bacon. You can't lose with bacon. That's all I can say. We had bacon this morning for breakfast. It's just, yeah.
He's having leftover bacon and peanut butter sandwich
Yeah.
for lunch tomorrow. So
Bacon and peanut butter sandwich.
peanut
Yeah.
butter and bacon, not my idea. It's only 89 today, he says.
Only 89. Whoa.
10% humidity right now, Steve says.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's a big difference between Gary's 89 and Steve's 83.
Yeah.
With 10% humidity. What's humidity for you, Gary? I'm sure it's
I'm
up
sure
there.
it's hot. I'm sure it's humid.
Yeah,
in
it's
Florida.
humid and a lot of sweating going on.
Yeah.
That's why he feels like a piece of overcooked bacon.
Plus, he spent all of his life in Canada, so it's going to be
Yeah,
really
right.
his blood's
Right.
probably thicker than most. Anyway, anyways, jeez. Whew. Talk about an oven.
Hello, JNN Travels. They're back from the warm Florida to snowy, frigid. Ooh, snowy, frigid.
Snowy and frigid New Hampshire. Yep. See what I mean about us being not too bad of a part of New England here? Like we're close to the ocean. It's already starting to warm up. Where up in New Hampshire, it's still snowy and cold. And
Yeah,
it's only
we've been like 55 today.
yeah,
So
it's only
been pretty nice.
175 miles, but it's amazing how much difference that makes.
Well, because they're up in the mountains.
and and we're near the ocean, so
Right.
we always have that. Even in the winter, the water's like 45 degrees, so that works for us in the
Right.
winter. It stops a lot of snow that we would normally get. That's for sure.
Oh, gee, Sue had 91 today.
Oh.
Down to 84 now. Wow.
Oh.
Oh, so dry there that they're on fire watch in their area. Oh, no.
Sue's up around Daytona area or something like that. Yeah.
Hello, Raquel. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, Wigglebutts. Hello.
I didn't see Wigglebutt.
Wigglebutts just came in after Raquel.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
Nice.
Hey Raquel, how are you?
Vanessa and Harry, and all the cute little Wigglebutts. They certainly are cute little babies. And if y'all haven't checked out Cottonwood Ranch, she's got some really cute horses and donkeys, and she's got herself a nice little farm over there. So check her out too.
Yeah. So. Yep. So I started another project on Finicky Franny. I'm now pulling the rug out. Yesterday I cut most of it out. I mean, I had to find a nice long straight edge and all that. Really think about where I was going to cut it and blah 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 blah. You know, so I got just about all the rug cut out. But today I didn't feel like getting on my knees anymore. I spent all day on my knees, a couple days during the week, and all morning on my knees. Yesterday. So I took a break. And we're going to replace it with planking. Tile that looks like planking.
That looks like wood.
Looks like wood
yeah.
planking, yeah. So the reason why is Susie, and I don't blame her. She
I hate
hates
the rug.
she hates the rug, and I see why.
So dirty.
Because I got a good portion of it up, and the dirt. And I know Susie has washed it and washed it and washed it again and vacuumed over and over and over, and still under that rug there was a shovel full of dirt.
There's dirt from
literally
2004 in there.
It was under the rug.
Terrible.
And then the rug had matting, foam matting, and it was under the foam matting. So it works all the way down, all the way through the foam matting. And there's no getting that clean. So I get it, So yeah, I'm in the middle of doing that.
Out.
Of course, we went to
Who
get.
puts a rug anyways in campers? I don't get it.
Well, back in that time they did. They don't know, but yeah,
it's
for
crazy.
whatever reason, it was supposed to be luxurious, which it does feel good on the feet, but it's horrible as far as keeping it clean, especially that particular color. But the dirt that was under it is just disgusting. I mean, you can't even believe it. It's just like, I was stunned.
Gary says it's 38 degrees humidity there.
That's 38. That's not too bad.
38% degrees, 38%. I mean, and Vanessa's got 90 today because they're in Florida too, so she's up in the 90s today. So you all like it warm there.
I had a dream the other night about Okies nut clusters. I really did. And Sweepy had gotten into it. It must have something to do about the fact that when Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days came, they had bought me. She's such a sweet lady. They're such sweet people. She made me these big, gluten-free.
They were delicious. They were oatmeal
M&M cookies.
They were delicious.
Awesome. They were freaking awesome. And of course, I didn't eat them all, and I left one behind. Sweepy got all of it. And
yes, Sue, please do. That would be awesome. Thank you.
And I don't know, Sweepy ate most of the cookie. So.
She's gotten the cookies. She ate the plastic bag and all.
But that's why I was thinking I was having that dream though, is because that and her nut clusters are the best nut clusters I've ever had in my life. Let's just put it that way.
So he's dreaming about them.
Yeah,
got to get that recipe.
Actually, dreaming about it. Do we look a little brighter today than we have, by the way, to you all? Because I got a light there now. It's kind of on us. Somebody said put a light directly in front of you. See, it looks like we're a little brighter. I mean, that looks gray.
Yep.
That looks yellow.
We're both looking gray today.
Yeah, I got gray. Susie's mad because I got a dark T-shirt. See, everybody, I got a dark T-shirt under that. So I told her I'm not changing. Susie has a blouse. I got this.
Raquel said it's snowing where she is. She's in Canada, so it's snowing there because she said she sat in her shelter today to do her live because it was snowing. So
my main goal, as of right now, is to never see snow again. We're going to leave by the time it snows here, and we won't be back till after it's done snowing here. And we know it doesn't snow in the desert. And even if it did, it don't stick. It only sticks in the mountaintops. So that's our goal. The only snow we'll see is on the mountaintops. Really, I can't wait. So if anybody knows anybody that lives near us that needs a good snowblower, by the way, we have one.
Yeah, we got a snowblower. Raquel, you probably need one out there, but I don't know how we'll get it to you in Canada.
I bought it 2 years ago. It's really a nice one.
Maybe seen 5 snowstorms, but we
It
haven't
moves
had
a lot
much
of snow.
snow.
If it has, I'd be surprised if it has 15 hours on it. I really would.
Maybe.
I changed the oil in it like twice already, so the motor's in good shape. It's got a electric start. So
Gary says he has a carpet on the slides of his coach. The rest is porcelain, heated floors. Oh, that sounds nice.
yeah, he's got all them pipes.
Floor heat in the awesome is cold in the cold weather. Yeah, I bet.
He's got heated floors. Like your brother.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He just changed the floor in that, but he just did a video.
Vanessa is cooking and chatting and cooking dinner, so she's not busy typing. But we appreciate you being here, Vanessa, and listening.
And Gary over at RV Life has a really nice channel. Go over and check it out. Him and his wife Carol, they do some adventure videos. He does do your own project videos, and he's pretty talented too. He teaches you a lot of things. He's pretty smart with electronics and uh, figuring that rig out. He does all of his own maintenance for the most part.
Raquel says she needs a snow plow, not a snow blower.
Right?
Yeah, you do get a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
snow.
a
You
big
probably
difference.
couldn't even get a snow blower
Big
through it,
difference.
right?
Yeah.
Because you're getting feet of snow. Never mind.
My snow blower, if
Inches.
we got 5 feet of snow, you're not
Yeah.
going through it. Yeah. Which we rarely get here.
And Steve's still shoveling lots of sun here.
He does know how to give it to you, doesn't he? But that's okay, Steve, because we're starting to get warm here. They say next week we're gonna have some days in the 60s. So to us, that's right down balmy at this point of the year.
Gary says, "Thanks, Merton. I'm a self-taught know-it-all."
You're just a smart guy that's got a lot of common sense, Gary. You really
And
do.
that's what he likes. He
Yeah.
likes people who have a lot of common
You're
sense. 'Cause
smart.
that's
and
a
you got lot
very
of common
rare,
sense.
rare trait today to have
I'm telling
common
you.
sense.
Anybody who's got the means, if they want to back us up, we'll make an app, a common sense app, and sell it to all these millennials because they don't have any common sense. And in it have things like, if you have a flat tire on the side of the road, you do A or B or C, whatever. Common sense says you do A. Stupidity says you do B. Never do C. And they would. It'd be a big seller. I'm telling you, we'd be we wouldn't be up there with Jeff Bezos or whatever, but we'd have some bucks. That's for sure.
Raquel says she has a 4-foot snowblower for her garden tractor, and it's not enough. Been parked in the shed for a decade.
Wow, huh?
That's a lot of snow. How do you go to school? Because Raquel teaches science, and so how do you get to school on days like that? Does school get canceled during snowstorms? I mean, around here, if it's a real bad snowstorm, school gets canceled.
Doesn't even have to be a real bad.
Yeah, how
snowstorm.
does it work in Canada?
Here, if the streets are a little slippery, there's
Yeah,
no
a couple
snow.
inches of snow, then school's canceled. So,
We're
well,
like
how does that
babies.
work in Canada? Because you guys are getting snow all the time. So, and you're getting feet of snow, not inches. So, I wonder how that works there. Let me know.
And Steve, how is Lucas doing? Steve has a new, not a new dog now, but he's had him a
Couple
couple
months.
months.
Yeah.
Lucas, a rescue dog, really sweetheart, with a little bit of anxiety issues. He loves Steve Noki so much he doesn't like to be separated from him. So we're just curious.
Vanessa said the millennials wouldn't buy the app. The older generation would to make fun of the millennials. Very true.
Right? You still make money, right?
Steve, we've never had school canceled for too much sunshine. There you go. You shoveling it again.
Gary says they have snow days in Canada, but it needs to be pretty serious. So,
And was a pretty serious snowstorm, you guys. That would
it ain't 2 inches.
That would be a blizzard in our world, right?
Right. Like you can't see
Which
it.
is your normal snowstorms. It's our blizzard.
Lucas is doing great. Good, Steve. He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. When you look into that dog's eyes, you can just tell that he's a sweetheart.
Oh, you used to teach science. Okay, music and art now.
Who did?
That's what Raquel. She used to
Oh,
teach
yeah?
science.
Oh.
But she teaches music and art now.
Oh. Well, a lot smarter than I am. That's for sure. So Lucas is doing great. Did you hear that?
Lucas is doing great. Good news.
Yeah.
So, Raquel, what made you go from teaching science to music and art? I'm sure it's much easier because kids tend to like music and art. It's a lot easier for them. Science is definitely a tougher course, especially if you're doing biology and stuff like that. So yeah, curious.
I didn't have it on live chat. I had it on top chat. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means. But Gary from RV Life told me all the time to have it on live chat. And I always do, except for right now. So hopefully I didn't blow anybody's, keep anybody from putting up their comments.
Hopefully not.
I always do something wrong. I hope we're a little brighter today, by the way. Do we look brighter this week than we did last week? A lot of people said we looked like kind of black and white. So I put this light up in front of us here that somebody made a suggestion, you need to put some light on you. It looks like we're a little brighter. It's hard to tell from here because we're looking at our own camera. Thank you, Sue. Sue's working hard putting up all of the
Thank you, Sue. Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart. She's a wonderful lady. If you all ain't watched Lucky Dog Productions moderator or Lucky Dog, the other channel, head over. It's Bob and Sue.
Their Monday nights are fun.
They have fun lives, and
The
Bob
Monday
takes
nights are very fun.
bike rides, and they just have a lot of fun chat. And Sue has a wonderful laugh, and yeah, it's just a general.
I don't get to their Wednesday. They do
It's just a
Monday.
general fun place to visit.
They do Monday at 6. They do
Hey, Tim.
Wednesday and Saturdays at 9. So I don't get to do the Wednesday and Saturdays too often. I've done Saturdays here or there, but it seems like life's too crazy. But the Monday nights are they're very fun. Gary goes to theirs a lot too, so he can attest to that. It's a fun place to go. Steve says his grandkids enjoy art and music classes. Science, not so much. And let's see what Raquel says.
See, I used to
Much
like
easier.
science.
I love my job now, and it's a semi-private job. I teach on Hatterian colonies only, and I travel to different ones daily. Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
Oh, so
that's
you're not
awesome.
actually in a certain school
Oh,
system.
wow.
Nice.
very cool,
Hello, Tim. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
very cool. It's an honor to have Tim here. Tim's a YouTube star for sure, and he's really got a fun channel. You guys want to learn how to do things inexpensively in the right way, and learn how to set up a minivan to go camping in and all that kind of stuff. He's your man. He's definitely, and he's one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. You know, he'll take the shirt right off his back for you. He's a nice guy. We got to meet him.
It was fun meeting Tim. He's a funny guy. He is.
He's a funny guy. He doesn't even think he's funny, but he's funny. He is. He's one of them guys who's got
Dry humor.
like a little bit of dry humor, but if you listen to him and think about it, he made me smile a lot. He made me smile a whole bunch, especially with your egg rolls. You really made me smile
That's
with
right.
those egg rolls.
He's looking for
Everybody just
Loves them.
raves about him. And if you ever see Tim and he's cooking an egg roll, stand in line. Don't wait, because they'll be gone before you can get there, and you'll have missed something. There's no doubt about it. You'll have missed something that's definitely worth it.
Gary says that Sue got him hooked on chocolate wine, which I had never heard of chocolate wine until Sue. I saw Sue drinking it one night, but I've never tried it. So I don't drink much wine, but chocolate wine might be something.
This is a crazy question, but does it actually have chocolate in it? Just wondering.
Sue says chocolate wine is yummy. Glad you like it, Gary. But Sue can't drink it anymore because Sue's off sugar. So.
Who does Carol want to know if she's single now?
Are you asking about Tim? No, Tim is not single. He's married.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carol. Yeah, Steve said he never heard of chocolate wine either. So you're going to turn everybody into chocolate winos.
Tim, LOL, Carol, I'm taken. It's too funny. Bummer. You all are too funny. You all are great.
Tim is awesome and very caring.
Yeah,
guy.
you guys keep, well, we have a fellow YouTuber from Van Life Voyages who's had a lot of medical problems, and he's been in the hospital lately, for quite some time. And Steve is actually just like,
You mean Tim?
I mean, Tim is just going and taking his time, visiting him regularly, bringing him snacks, and
Bringing him egg rolls.
he's a
He's a good guy.
He's just a good. He's salt of the earth. He's a good guy, right? That's the only thing I can say.
Oh, Vanessa's tried chocolate wine. She says it's pretty tasty.
That actually sounds good, even though I don't really care for
Might
wine
have to
too
try
much.
some sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, it's red wine blended with Dutch cocoa. Oh, it takes about like chocolate milk with a kick. Ooh, she gets it at Walmart, about $10 a bottle.
Gary says it's
Sales
like
pitch over now.
Gary says it's like Kahlua and milk. Drink it over ice. Yum. Yeah, I bet it's tasty. Very tasty.
Huh.
Yeah. You learn something every day, right?
Steve says it sounds yummy.
It
So
does.
Steve might be trying your chocolate wine soon. She even tells you where to get it at Walmart. $10 a bottle. You can't go wrong.
That's cheap.
That is cheap.
Susie used to drink Boone's Farm at
Boone's Farm.
$1.99 a bottle
Way
back
back when, guys. You know
back
how
in the
long it's been.
I would drink my Schlitz beer, and Susie would have her Boone's Farm
I like
strawberry.
Strawberry
right?
Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
strawberry.
that was my favorite.
Boone's Farm strawberry. But it's cheap as it gets. But you know, you used to get it all frisky though. Oops. Sorry.
Tim says, sounds cheesy, but it's not what you can do, but what you do for others. And that's very true, Tim. And you go above and beyond, so it's very sweet.
It is.
And it's meant a lot to Tanya, because Tanya is Derek's wife. Tanya is 4 hours away from the hospital, so she's not able to get there all the time. So it's making
difficult.
making it a lot easier on her knowing that Tim is stopping in to visit. So
The-
it's a very sweet thing to do.
You know, the poor guy, you know, I'm sure he doesn't mind, but well, I don't think he minds. But he came home. He was a police officer. He came home from work, and he was pulling his shirt off over his head. And policemen's guns don't have safeties like regular guns do. And his sweatshirt caught the gun, or the shirt caught the gun, and he shot himself. And
And now he's a
he's
paraplegic.
been crippled. It's horrible.
Paralyzed.
That's-
Yeah.
You gotta give him credit for hanging in there and being happy as he is, though. I mean, it's just amazing. It always amazes me to see people who are in that position and can still smile, right, Sue?
Right.
I think. I mean, you know, I have a burn on my finger and I'm not smiling. You know what I mean? And it's not, you know.
Sue says her chocolate wine would go further over ice. She said she wouldn't chug it as fast that way. Tex-Mex casseroles in the oven. Now, how do you make your Tex-Mex? Is it like kind of like tacos? On like tacos with ground beef and you put taco seasoning type thing? Let me know. We love Tex-Mex. We love Tex-Mex type stuff. Sounds good. So let us know.
It does sound good. We just had
We just had tacos.
tacos
yeah.
tonight. We had I don't know if you all heard of Sticker Mule on YouTube, but
Right.
he does a lot of people's stickers.
Yeah.
And that's why he calls them stick. But he also does a hot sauce. It's the best hot sauce I've ever had. Yeah, it'll blow your head off hot and everything, but the flavor is just unbelievable. So I've been loving tacos lately with that Sticker Mule sauce. Sam Coker, welcome. Welcome, Sam. We don't have any
Steve.
gloves. We don't have any gloves today, though.
Steve said, well said, Tim.
Yep.
And Gary says he's down to 282 from 360 and he never quit drinking. Who needs rules when dieting?
Right.
Um,
I'm gonna go with that. That's for sure. And Gary, how is Lexi? Is everything good?
Tim says he does hold Derek for interest in the form of bourbon at the meetup. So you don't need no chocolate wine if you're drinking bourbon. That's the hard stuff.
Right. That's for sure.
You are doing awesome, Gary. That's amazing. That's quite a bit down. Sue said that you're doing awesome, Gary, and you're an encouragement to her.
Gary says, I don't even want to say it. Gary says, when dieting, poop is how you lose weight. LOL. Is that too much information?
Carol says the wine might give you the poops.
Right?
Did I miss Vanessa's? Oh, did I miss Vanessa's thing? Uh-oh. Vanessa, can you put that again? Because I think I missed your... Because Sue just said it sounds good. Oh, maybe it just sounds good. She didn't explain yet.
Sue says she calls it,
Oh,
Cal,
it's a vegan recipe. That's why. Okay.
Cal says she calls it a lifestyle change, not a diet. It sounds better.
Right.
That's true. If you look at it that way, it's not like a diet is something you have to do, where a lifestyle change is a lifestyle change. A lot of people use that as psychologically to stay on their diet. I think you've done that, right, before?
Definitely lifestyle change for sure.
Yeah.
Vanessa, I forgot that you guys do vegan. So sorry about that. Sorry about adding the meat in there for you. I forgot. You guys are totally vegan.
Yes, Gary, we have had an offer over our asking price. That was last week. And we had him hold out until our open house yesterday and today. We had a whole bunch of people walk through. We've had about 35 people roughly walk through the house all together. And if nobody makes an offer better than that, we are more than likely going to sell the house tomorrow night. or at least put it into motion. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if somebody offers you over the asking price, and nobody comes along with any kind of a bidding war, then we're just going to cut the rope and, you know,
Tomorrow's the day we have to
do it.
decide.
Either
bottom
do
line.
it or not. Either, as my grandfather used to say, either shit or get off the goddamn pot. Well, that's what we're going to do here: shit or get off the pot. So,
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Yeah.
No, we don't have any gloves on today.
no
Sorry.
gloves. Sorry.
No
And
gloves
actually, we
today.
don't have any today either.
No, I am out of gloves. I
Yeah,
have to
we're
go to the
actually
store
out-
tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to go to
I
the
have to
store
go to the store
tomorrow.
tomorrow to buy gloves.
I might
for
have some
work.
down at Finicky Fanny, but I'm not going down there. It's a long ways. I might have some in my black tank bag.
And thank you, everybody. Please hit the thumbs
Yeah,
up.
everybody
Thank
hit
you,
the-
Steve,
hit-
for reminding us.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up,
And
guys.
thank you, Carol.
Thank you. We're about to hit 400 subs.
Yeah, Gary, you're right. We can't let it walk. We gotta take it. So,
Correct.
the offer stands till tomorrow sometime, and so we're
Right.
hoping that there were 2 or 3 people from yesterday and today that are interested. So we're hoping that they come up with an offer, and we have a little war happens, but we'll see what happens. But tomorrow we have to decide for sure. You like us wearing the disposable gloves on our hands just for you? I know, but we happen to be out of them today, so I'm sorry we can't wear our gloves today. Yeah, Vanessa, you do eat fish, but that's it, right? Fish and veggies, so it does make you so much more healthier for sure.
Larry and Yolanda are on board with us from Leisurely Tripping.
Hello, how are you guys today,
Hi.
Larry and Yolanda? We haven't seen you guys in a
Haven't
while.
seen you guys in a while.
Thank you so much for joining us. You got rid of our chat.
I did.
Yeah. Don't say anything to anybody. Hang on a minute. He got rid of our chat, so we can't. Decided to stop playing with the button pusher. Not good.
I don't know what I didn't do anything.
Well, you gotta figure out what you did something. Hang on a minute, guys. You gotta find the chat again. Anybody know how to get the chat back?
I don't know what I did.
Oh, gee.
I didn't do anything. Did
Nobody
I?
can tell us how to get the chat back because they can't type. Oh, God. We don't know what he did, guys. Oh, we get numbers. That's not it. We plant. Oh, that's not going to do it. We don't know what he did, guys, but somehow he has taken away.
I don't think I did anything. I mean, maybe I did.
Obviously, there's something. As soon as you touched it, it went away.